part can be edited. We
Okay.
can change this.
Okay. Hello.
Who are you?
Brooke.
Guys, welcome to the next edition of The Coach's Profile. I'm here with Brooke Laycock, aka BFF. Brooke,
Yes.
you decided to join CPM originally because
I was working at a facility that required to be pretty in shape and, a lot of physical movement.
will you name names?
You want me to name names?
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. What is
so
it?
I was working with Alicia at Summit Oaks, a treatment facility for young people, and we had to be kind of physically fit to keep up with these kids. And so she kind of introduced me to coming to the gym to get in better shape, so I can better
What made you
do
decide?
my job.
What made you decide on CPM?
Probably Alicia and Megan Hansen.
Okay.
They just kind of roped me in, and I came to
The
Annie's.
referral trust.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Awesome.
Yeah.
So when was that?
And I wanted to look like them, so
Okay.
yeah.
That's fair.
That was 4 years ago now.
Oh my gosh.
Annie's birthday is my anniversary.
What's
so
some of the
December 4 years
What's
ago.
one of some of the biggest things that you've learned in your 4 years here?
Probably how to work out,
Okay.
what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and how to be healthy and feel good.
So why did you decide to become a coach? You were a rock star member.
Yeah.
You're a rock star person. Why did you decide to be a rock star coach?
Because I remember the way that Emily used to make me feel.
Emily, shout out.
Stets way back when.
Old school stats.
Miss you, Stets. Annie, you guys just gave us the motivation, and I just wanted to do that for other people and teach them what I knew, and tell them that I'm just the same normal person that they are, and that they can do what we do all the time.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're a nurse.
Yes.
That's your
recently.
day. That's your day gig, right?
Recently, yes. day
Recently
gig.
nurse.
Yes.
What have you found in your nursing field that correlates and translates to this fitness field that you're in?
One of the biggest things is for me personally, and maybe not so much my patients, is learning good body mechanics when I have to help my patients or do something at the hospital. Having the strength in my back or my legs to lift something or move someone and help them and not hurt myself. And the other big thing I've realized as a healthcare provider, I preach to people, to take care of yourself and be healthy. But if you're not living that, can you honestly say that to people and give them good advice if you're not actually living it?
You're a liar.
So yeah, you're a liar if you're not practicing what you preach to people.
You're a big fat liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm surrounded, my whole focus is to people to take better care of themselves and to heal themselves. So I have to heal myself, and I have to take care of myself to tell them to do the same.
So you're a really legit fit nurse.
Yeah, I try to be.
And a coach.
I try to be.
Sweet. Coaching style.
Yes.
So you've noticed, and you were influenced by coaches before you,
Yeah.
Emily and Stets.
Mm-hmm.
What is your coaching style? What makes you different? What do you like to do, or what's your goal when you're coaching clients or classes?
It's funny that you asked that, because recently I was kind of thinking that what I had different than other coaches, and I had some members come up to me and say they really appreciated how I am very direct and I explain things very well, and I give them my expectation right up front. And I think so the lack of confusion, I try to get their attention and focus in so that there's no confusion when they go into workout and that they're feeling comfortable with what they have to do next. So I like to be direct, I like to be honest, and I like to give my expectations to people, and
Yeah.
I think people really feed off that, so there's no wondering or feeling uncomfortable as to what's the next step.
That's fantastic. It's really great that you know that.
Yeah.
And I think a sign of a really good coach is very clear, articulated instruction, because that's what people need. They come here to
Right.
be service.
Right.
And I would say you're definitely top notch with that too.
Good.
What's your nickname?
BFF, blonde, fit, and fun.
Okay. Yeah, I think that just sums it up. Is you're definitely a pro at what you do, and you're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you're congruent, and yeah, you're blonde too.
I'm blonde.
Yeah.
Can't change that.
That makes you even more fun. Indirect question about the coaching question. Do you like to be coached? You like to be coached the same way you like to coach? Is that indirect?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with
Yeah.
that.
Because I don't.
You know, yes and no. I do like to know my coach's expectations, and I like to know what's coming next. However, I don't know if I push people as much as I like to be pushed. I like to be yelled at.
You do.
And I don't know if I yell at people the same way. I mean, I might catch myself if I know like somebody likes it. I might kind of
Push them a little.
bit,
Yep.
but I like the competitiveness, the yelling kind of, the push to do better or heavier or harder. Sometimes we get in the moment and we're comfortable,
Yeah.
but what's the level?
See, that's so funny because I know
Yeah.
some of the coaches would agree that I am the opposite of that.
Okay.
I love to push people, but I don't necessarily like to being pushed by a coach.
Yeah.
And I think Emily would really laugh about this when she hears this too, because she knows what I'm
Probably.
talking about. But
Probably.
I freaking love to push people, and
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like it when the coaches try to push me. I think the
Right.
group pushes me, or I try to push myself internally.
Oh,
But
like the other members.
that's interesting
Gotcha.
that you say
Yeah.
that. So you're definitely on the younger side
Oh,
for the
yeah.
coaching staff, but
Yeah.
you recently started personal training a younger client who's in
Yes.
her teens.
Yes.
What advice would you give her, knowing what you know now? This is a great question, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's better for older coaches, but you're on the younger side, but that's okay too.
Well, I think the biggest thing is like I wish I would I started at 21.
That's
like
young.
really hitting the gym
Yep.
hard. I wish I would have started even earlier.
Right.
I think it would have been a game changer. I would have had that with me through college. Skip that freshman 15, know my body
Yeah.
by then. Going into college and dealing with that, as well as all the changes that go on there and all the life decisions you have to make there, it can be kind of overwhelming. So if you have, your health aspect under, think about how much better you're going to sleep in school. Think about how much better you're going to do in school. Think about how much more organized you are. Taking care of yourself is huge. Think about your energy level.
Big
College
time.
students like to sleep all the time, and and also on the other thing, learning balance, how to have fun with your friends in college, but also still take care of yourself.
For sure.
And as you take that into your adulthood, I think that's huge. I wish I would have had it at 16, 17,
Definitely.
especially if I wasn't super involved. I kind of fell off the sports train
Yeah.
later on in high school. So not having that, I wish I got like that skinny fat in high school,
Yep.
where you get really skinny, but you have nothing behind it.
Right.
So I just wish I would have had somebody that background
Totally.
going into my adulthood, so it wouldn't have been such a transition.
Closing thoughts. What
Yes.
if you had to describe CPF fitness in one word, what would it be as a whole?
Inspiring.
Inspiring.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree.
It's changed my life.
Totally.
For the
It's
better.
a game changer.
Forever.
Yeah. Well, any closing thoughts?
No,
Get to the gym.
Get to the
gym. Guys, thanks for joining us, Brooke. Thanks so much
Yes,
for all your answers.
thanks.
And guys, like us on this YouTube and give us a subscribe. And get to the gym.
Get to the gym.